Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at a few newer designs from Kepler Technologies, the Factor and Prism. Both of these are being sold by Spinetic, so make sure to follow my link in the description to get a discount on your first order. Kepler is one of my favorite overseas companies because they've been focused on making original spinner designs that are inexpensive. Even when the clone boom flooded the market, Kepler stayed the course with its dedication to original design. Part of their success comes from their willingness to reach out to people in the spinner scene, from content creators like myself to retailers like Spinetic, to get feedback and advice on their designs. Starting with the Prism in stainless steel, it has quite a striking look to it that gives a very futuristic vibe. The buttons have a deep concave stepped design in the shape of a pentagon that matches the ends of the arms perfectly. They do have a slight chamfer that feels comfortable, but it would be even better if it were larger. Kepler includes a second set of the buttons, which appears to be identical. Underneath is the steel R188 in the standard easy removal housing. The Prism has a spin diameter of 2 inches and weighs in at 2 ounces and easily broke 5 minutes on a tablespin. Outside of the housing, the body is connected by these 3 small areas with an interesting wave cut on that threshold. The pentagon-shaped ends of the arms taper on the sides with a machined notch at the peak. The arms are connected by this thin bar that has tritium slots on each side, and they look like structural braces. With all these design elements, you may think that the Prism is full of hot spots, but there's a lot of rounding on everything to create a very comfortable feel when holding and flicking. Next, the Factor also has a striking look in stainless steel, with some unique design elements. It has a spinning diameter of 2¼ inches and weighs about 3 ounces. Starting with the buttons, they are concave with a large flat in the middle, with a raised ridge around the side. It's comfortable, but I think I would do away with this etching as it can have a sandpaper type feel. Kepler also sent a second identical pair of buttons with the Factor, and in an epic plot twist, this design does not have an easy removal housing. Instead, the body consists of 2 plates held together by the buttons and by the arm weights, which are removable. These sandwich the bearing in place, so let's take it apart and have a look. Alright, here you can see that the R188 bearing is secured in a deep recess on each plate. Next to the weight cutouts, there are some sets of little pegs and holes, and that allows the plates to nestle in together snugly so that there is no shifting. You can also see one of the coolest aspects of the Factor's design, these brass bars. They also include a set of copper and stainless steel bars to change up the look. But even better, you can put tritium vials in those slots without the need to glue them in. That's a huge feature that allows you to swap colors or use these vials elsewhere without having to deal with removing the glue. I would absolutely love to see that feature in more designs. Alright, now that it's back together, I find the Factor to be extremely comfortable when flicking, thanks to the long rounded waists. There is some rounding on the edges, but a larger chamfer would have been amazing. That being said, these stainless steel weights do have a very nice chamfer on them, and that's important because those are impact points when fidgeting. I love the look of those metal bars and the through cuts, so I have no desire to add tritium vials. But it's awesome that this design will cater to those who love them while having the option to look great without them. Overall, both the Prism and Factor by Kepler Technologies are great spinners for their price. Both R188 bearings are very smooth and quiet, so I did not feel the need to replace their bearings. Fidget-wise, they both perform very well, regardless of how you like to flick. The Prism has some great buttons, unique machining, and is light enough to be very fidgetable, while the Factor with its removable weights and plate design is just plain cool, not to mention providing a way to mount tritium vials with no glue. Again, these are both sold by Spinetic, so make sure to follow my link in the description to get a discount on your first order. If you want to connect with me or over 3,000 other people in my Spin Fam, check out our Facebook group, The Daily Fidget. We do a lot of good works there, including giveaways and charity drives, so come on over and have some fun with us. And that will be yet another link in the description. Alright, thank you for watching, and if you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing by clicking the button on the left, and by watching some of the other spinner reviews here on the right. Because without you guys, this doesn't happen.